Greetings from Algeria. This series will take you through the experiences of what being a tourist in Algeria can be like. I have to say my immigration experience was interesting, but we'll get into that later. Algeria itself is awesome. Take a look.
After much needed rest, now we're walking through the downtown area of Algiers, and it is far livelier and more comfortable than what I thought it was going to be. This actually feels like a small little European town here. Yeah, I'm really digging Algiers. This reminds me kind of like maybe Prague with some Budapest or something. I don't know.
My first stroll around ended up reminding me of Barcelona because of the vast amounts of street graffiti everywhere. In fact, it took me on a wild goose chase following the artwork wherever it led me, and it did not disappoint. That's when I happened to stumble upon the subway. I decided to get on here and get off wherever it seemed where the most people were getting off.
It may not be in English, but it's very clear which side you're supposed to get on.
The train navigation was incredibly easy and clear to get around. The stop I got off at had these beautiful tile artworks and a cable car. The TikTok that suggested getting off where everyone else did in a new city did me good. But there were quite the queues. I hope this meant the wait and the view would be worth it. It was.
There's Algiers. There's a huge park in the middle here.
Surprisingly, the best part of this trip was all the children driving electric cars. Yes, including the girls.
Well, I found myself up on a cable car and it brought me to this memorial here at the top of a mountain in Algiers. I'm not really sure what it's for. But just walking around here, interacting with people and seeing the architecture and the food and everything, riding the subway. I haven't really traveled much in North Africa. I've been to Egypt and then I've been to Kenya, Tanzania, Madagascar, but not Northern Africa. And I'm really liking it here. I think at night, just like any other place, you have to really be careful and keep your eyes over your shoulder, but and it wasn't really anything that happened. It was just a vibe I got. But just walking around here, seeing all the families and people just having fun, enjoying themselves. I'm just really, hello. Little kid there almost ran right into me. But yeah, Algiers does not feel like Africa. This feels like Eastern Europe. Okay, I think electric cars are a thing here for the littles. I love it.
I realized the time was beginning to run away from me. I had to get back.
Well, that was fun. Be able to get some good views of Algiers from up there. Getting a little late in the day. Go back to the hotel, probably shower, change,
and take a nap. Exhaustion was hitting me hard. Fortunately, the hotel was really close by subway. Speaking of the hotel, let me show you what my budget-friendly room looks like. And I'm pretty happy with it.
Oh, it smells really good. Mirror. Luggage place, big bed. Wow, this is budget. This is crazy. I love it. I've had rooms in Japan at nice hotels that were smaller than this. Let's find some lights. Oh yeah. Very acceptable. Very, very acceptable. The view. My view. Mattress. Very clean.
So about immigration.
The process of getting into this country was one of the stranger experiences I've had with passport control. As soon as they saw that I had an American passport, I started hearing, America, 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 and they had at least 8 people at the booth coming over and just looking at it and looking at it and looking at it. Then they went ahead and asked for my boarding authorization, which is basically like the visa on arrival that my tour company arranged for me. And then they were looking at it and they were looking, huh? And then I heard, America, 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 which then attracted more of the authorities over and got them all excited. So they looked at it and they said, come with us, come with us. So I went. And They took me for quite a long walk away from where the rest of passport control was. Explained that they had to do some research and wait here. Okay, so I waited there. They had 3 people looking at me, just looked like they were giving me the 3rd degree. They brought a dog out who sniffed things, big beautiful German Shepherd. After what seemed like probably about half an hour, 45 minutes or so, they gave me my visa back and all they said was, "Welcome." Again, one of the stranger experiences I've ever had. After a nap, now we are walking through the city center of Algiers looking for some supper. I'm finding lots of French restaurants, which is appropriate because they speak French here, and pizza, but we want to do something a little bit more on the authentic side, so we're trying to find a more authentic experience.
I found an amazing meal at a restaurant called Arabesque with one of my favorite foods, baba ganoush, complete with fresh flatbread and a view of the chefs working hard.
Oh my goodness, here we are. This is baba ganoush. Look at those chunks of vegetables. These vegetables are so fresh, and there's a smokiness to the eggplant in there, and it's crunchy, it's super soft, the bread is warm and perfect. This baba ganoush is absolutely perfect. I think I'm gonna have to go there for lunch tomorrow again, because the guy didn't speak the best English, but he seemed very, very concerned over whether or not I enjoyed the food, and it really was delicious, so I told him we'll do better tomorrow.
On that note, it was time for bed. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.